We have mandatory evacuations. Here are the areas, including Loma Prieta Ridgeline, Summit Road from Soquel San Jose Road, Uvas Canyon County Park, Loma Chiquita, Casa Loma, and Loma Prieta Way. Highland Road and Mount Boche Road also under evacuation orders. Portions of Croy Road are also under an evacuation warning tonight. We have live team coverage on the firefight. We begin with Action News reporter Bianca Beltran. She's at the base camp in Gilroy with more on how firefighters are attacking the east flank of the Loma fire.
Well, good evening, Dan. Today we've learned that a CAL FIRE helicopter has identified where the fire started. The actual cause, how it started, is still under investigation.
The fire started around a home, and it was reported that a structure was involved at the very early stages of this fire.
Now, the public information officer couldn't tell us whether the homeowners were home at the time or if they've been contacted yet, but firefighters warned us that it is too dangerous to get near the east side of the fire. Their crews are having a tough time getting their equipment out there, and they say they can't afford to have anyone on the roads out there during this crucial time, not even us.
Looking at the conditions of this road, the way that it serpentines through that valley is a clear indication that this is going to be a very long, slow, difficult route for any fire engine to travel, let alone if there's other vehicles trying to exit the area. And that's largely what drives some of the evacuations.
Now, on the west side of the Loma fire, firefighters are constructing a fire break pretty close to the perimeter of the fire and the main access road there. To the east of the fire, it's a different story. Crews have to build a break line farther away from the perimeter to avoid putting firefighters at risk in that rough terrain, and they're hoping that conditions will stay in their favor in order to hold it there. Dan?
Exceptionally difficult conditions for these firefighters. Bianca, thank you. We continue our team coverage. Action News reporter Phil Gomez live at Loma Prieta Road right now. Phil, what can you tell us there?
Well, Dan, firefighters continue their aggressive response to this fire. It's been a fast-moving vegetation fire. I don't know if you can see the firefighters up there along the ridge line there. They cut a path, a single line up there to try and contain this fire, prevent it from jumping over. But the fire has moved down Loma Prieta Ridge and it's moving towards Summit Road over here. But right now, there has only been some spotty spot fires in the Santa Cruz area. Fixed-wing planes along with helicopters dropping fire retardant along Loma Prieta Ridge, while ground crews move in to remove brush to prevent the blaze from pushing closer into Santa Cruz County.
There's a small portion of the fire that's burning in Santa Cruz County, but again, the vast majority is burning on the Santa Clara County side.
Some Santa Cruz County residents have decided on their own to evacuate. Others are waiting until they receive a mandatory evacuation order.
Going around packing to come out, in case something officially, I'm assuming we'll all hear of reverse 911 if that's the case, and if so, then we'll move.
Getting some supplies, just in case it's hard to get off the mountain the next day. Figured better be safe than sorry while I can get down there right now.
Fire crews are up against record high temperatures.
Let's get a good ring around that, protect it.
Heavy vegetation and the steep terrain itself poses another challenge they must overcome to contain this blaze.
People should just be paying attention to wind direction right now, and any advisories or warnings that they're getting from the sheriff's office. If they are called to evacuate, they'll receive advance notice.
And one of the things that's been a problem out here is there's a single lane road, so firefighters have problems coming in and out when they're on shift changes and the like. But right now, the evacuation center that was at Soquel High School has been moved to the Santa Cruz County Fairgrounds in Watsonville. Dan, back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks very much, Phil. I want to give you a good look at where this fire is burning. Action News reporter Bryn Whitaker is here now. She's got a breakdown of those fire maps for us.
Dan, it's actually been difficult for CAL FIRE to keep up with these maps because the fire has been moving so quickly. But here's what we know right now. It has crossed the county line into Santa Cruz County with spot fires along Summit Road. Now, the fire started near the intersection of Loma Prieta Road and Loma Chiquita Road and then spread east from there. The southern portion of the fire is burning on Loma Chiquita Road and then just south of the road as well. A few reference points you can see on this map. It's actually burning east of Loma Prieta Road there, and then southwest of Twin Falls Road. You can also see the burn area is sitting in between Loma Prieta Road as well as Uvis Road on the side there. Now on the Morgan Hill side of things, a good point of reference is the Uvis Canyon County Park. That sits in the upper Uvis Canyon. Now you can see that right there on the map. The fire is burning north of the park, and that area is closed. Morgan Hill is the closest city to where the fire is burning at this time. The bulk of the fire is burning right in the Mount Loma Prieta and Uvis Creek drainages at this time. Dan?
All right, very good. Thank you, Brent. Appreciate it. Now, of course, the weather is critical in all of this. Our Lee Solomon has been tracking not only the weather, but the air quality as well since it all broke out. And Lee, not a lot of change, but we could have some change coming.
We do have changes on the way, Dan. A lot of it has to do with temperatures and wind direction. You can take a look here, our Skycam 8 Salinas. Now, of course, we're looking right at the fire, but you'll notice the smoke is going off to the east, so we have a northwesterly wind. And that's one of the reasons that at least a lot of us along the coast have been doing okay in terms of air quality. Santa Cruz in the good range right now, Hollister moderate, and that makes sense as the wind is coming, let's say if you're looking at your screen from left to right, and the smoke obviously going and heading towards Hollister and inland towards Gilroy. So those are the areas that you're going to find more in terms of concentrations of smoke. Temperatures have come crashing down at the coast. 68 in Santa Cruz. It was in the 90s earlier, still 91 in San Jose, a bit of the marine layer. So those are those changes we started to talk about. We want to take a look at some satellite imagery from today showing the smoke plume. Okay, two things you're looking at here. One is, of course, the low clouds that have been approaching, but there's the fire. There's the actual fire, and the smoke was heading off to the east, and it did hook around a little bit. We had a little bit of an offshore wind down on the Big Sur coastline, and that's one of the reasons why they've gotten some smoke there. And of course, the Soberanes fire is still burning. As we said, temperatures have come way down. We are 25 degrees cooler in Watsonville at this hour as compared to yesterday, so we are going in the right direction. Winds are light and variable, making it tough for firefighters, and they've picked up to about 15, almost 20 now in Hollister, so we have a good onshore push pushing the smoke off to the east and the fire as well. So that's going to fuel things up a bit, Dan, as the winds pick up here. Temperatures will be down, humidities come up. It's a mixed blessing, of course. Wind usually the thing that the firefighters fear the most, and that's going to be a factor here the next couple of days. We'll see what kind of progress can be made in the meantime. Thanks very much. Appreciate it, Lee. We'll get more from you in a little bit. Meantime, I want to get back to these road closures. Here's what we have. They include Loma Chiquita Road, Summit Road from Soquel San Jose Road down to Pole Line Road, Mount Bocce Road at Highland, Mount Madonna at Ormsby Road, also Mount Madonna at Pole Line. Croy Road at Uvis is open to residents only right now. As Phil alluded to earlier, the Red Cross has opened evacuation centers. We have 3 of them. One at the Santa Cruz County Fairgrounds, that's at the Grange Hall in Watsonville. There are 2 others in Santa Clara County, the Jewish Community Center of Silicon Valley in Los Gatos, and in Morgan Hill, the Morgan Hill Presbyterian Church. Soquel High School, you may recall yesterday, was set up as an evacuation center. It's no longer being used. They're sending those people over to the Santa Cruz County Fairgrounds. Interesting, 4 alpacas are calling the Santa Cruz County Fairgrounds home. They've been evacuated because of the fire. Came in last night. Currently the only animals at the fairgrounds, but they do expect more. They can house hundreds of animals if needed. Santa Cruz County Equine Evacuation Unit is stationed there. They have several trailers ready to haul animals if they need to.
And the relief to have them handled is above and beyond. And that's just what we all suggest. Don't wait, you know, because your emotion gets in the way. Just go ahead and handle it, and there'll be peace of mind there.
Deborah Means.
Another location for evacuated animals in Santa Cruz County is the Graham Hill Showgrounds. That's in Santa Cruz near Paso Tiempo. They've got 23 horses there right now. We'll have more on the fire in the Santa Cruz Mountains, but want to tell you about how things are going in the Soberanes fire. They are gaining the upper hand there. We're at 128,000 acres tonight with 81% containment.